Alright, so what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and as we all know, the 2K20 demo officially came out today, and a lot of you guys might want to know how to actually resemble some NBA players. And for this specific video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually make Steph Curry in 2K20, so stay tuned for that. So it's finally official. 2K20 season is now here, and a lot of you guys are going to be wondering, oh, how do you make Kevin Durant? How do you make Russell Westbrook? How do you make Draymond Green? Now, I personally, for my channel, might start a series on how to make and resemble current NBA players. Only the good ones, obviously, because nobody wants to make a bad NBA player. But like a popular one might actually be Steph Curry. So I will be showing you guys how to make him right here. And keep in mind, there's other ways to make him, because I did see Ticino actually make a shot creator. It might have been a pure shot creator, I don't know. And it said the similarities for his player was Steph Curry. So if you guys want to make a shot creator, and then that could also be similar to Steph Curry, but the way that I made my player, he's able to shoot and he's able to dribble really damn good, and it resembles Steph Curry perfectly. And not only that, you guys can copy everything I'm doing on the screen, but not only that, I also made his height 6'3", because Steph Curry in real life is 6'3", and for his weight, he's supposed to be 190 pounds, but since it's a video game and I don't have to make it exactly perfect, I made him 201 pounds. But if you want to make it exactly how Steph Curry is in real life, if you look up Steph Curry's weight, it's going to say it's 190 pounds. Now, the stats, the attribute cats that I'm putting is what I personally believe that Steph Curry actually plays like in real life. So obviously the shooting should be maxed out, obviously, but he doesn't really do much post fades or anything like that. The playmaking should be maxed out, but he doesn't really have many post moves. So the only thing left is really to do the driving and the finishing, and I maxed out the first 3 bars right there when the finishing layup and the close range shots. And then after I did that, I started focusing on defense. His lateral quickness, honestly, his defense overall isn't that great, but at the same time, like, you have to upgrade defense because there's not much other things you can upgrade. So this is the closest I thought that would actually fit Steph Curry, because he's not a complete bum. Obviously, he won MVP, like, I don't even know how many times, so he's not a complete bum. So these are the stats that I think is actually perfect for him, but it's not going to be like the exact stats that he would actually be in real life, because like I said, it is a video game. But this actually is this is basically Steph Curry's similarity, so this resembles Steph Curry. But also, if you guys want to make like Kevin Durant, or you want to make like Draymond Green, just comment down below if you want me to make those builds. But just a hint, if you guys want it to be really close to them, it has to be, first off, it has to be their position. So let's say I made a shooting guard and I put all the stats to make it look like basically I wanted to make Steph Curry, put all the stats to make it seem like it's Steph Curry, but it's a shooting guard, then it won't actually say it's similar to Steph Curry. So it has to be a point guard. So for Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure he might be a small forward or a power forward. Personally, I don't know. All I know is he's like a 6'10", 6'11". He's a lethal scorer. He's like 6'10", 6'11", but I personally don't really remember his actual position because I don't pay attention to him like that. But if you guys do want me to figure out how to actually make him, just comment down below. But for the takeover, you do get to choose between 3 or 4 takeovers depending on what build you actually made. And for the Steph Curry build, I wanted to pick a shot creating takeover. You can pick playmaking, but I don't know if that'll affect it. And as you can see, the similarities of Steph Curry, Gilbert Arenas, and D'Angelo Russell. And like I said, Ticino actually made, I think it was a pure shot creator, but don't quote me on that. He made some type of shot creator, and it also said he was similar to Steph Curry as well. So you don't have to make this exact build, but I would say between this build, his build, obviously he's probably not going to make a video on that, and maybe like one other build, those are like the only similarities that can actually be close to Steph Curry. So you can't just make any type of shot creator. You can't make a defending shot creator and expect it to play like Steph Curry. It does not work like that. His main abilities are dribbling and shooting, and then on top of that, he does have a lot of he can finish at the basket, and his defense isn't as strong. That's why I think these attribute caps that I put on all these stats fits him perfectly. And then after you choose your takeover, you're going to be able to pick which overall you want to play at. And obviously I want to play at his full potential, so I put it at 99 overall. Even though I'm probably only going to grind to like 93 or 94, I only put it to 99 just to show you guys his full potential. And on top of that, I recommend you guys doing that as well, so you guys can see how he actually plays. Or it might actually be best if you know you're not going to get to a 99 overall, put it to the overall you're actually going to stop playing or stop grinding that overall at. So let's say you're going to grind it to a 95 overall, just put it to a 95 overall, because that's the highest you're going to grind. So that's just a tip before you actually just randomly put it to a 99 overall, just because you've never been to a 90 or a 99 overall before. Don't just do that, but actually do it, because if you're actually going to be a 99 overall in the game, then just see what it's like to be a 99 overall. But if you're not, put it to something you're actually going to grind to. Now for the badges, this part really, it doesn't matter too much obviously, but at the same time, if you wanted to resemble Steph Curry, then I would actually copy these badges, because I actually watch Steph Curry a lot, and these are probably the best badges. And the badges that I picked, if you wanted to, you can put some of them Hall of Fame and take off the bronze badges that I added. But catch and shoot is literally a must. Difficult shots is a must. Clutch shooter, he's clutch as hell. Deadeye, he shoots in everybody's face. Tireless shooter, he scores when he's tired. So those kind of have to be, they kind of have to be on gold, or they have to be on gold or Hall of Fame. I was about to say platinum, but they should be on gold or Hall of Fame. And personally, this is just personal preference. You don't have to copy the exact badges that I put on him, but for some of them, like range extender, I also decided to put that on gold, only because he shoots from damn near half court, and if you actually stood on an NBA court, you know damn well that's deep as hell. So range extender is probably like limitless range. It's just called range extender. So range extender, you basically need that on this player. And so far this player is looking lethal as hell, because when I actually played it in the game, you only get to play one game, by the way, and once I played it in that game, he was literally lethal as hell. The only problem was you can't choose your dribble moves, so it's hard to break ankles, because it's basically default dribble moves. The only thing you could change is your shot, and even then, when I was actually playing, I forgot to change my jump shot. But that's the only thing you could change in this demo, so that's kind of the bad part. But this demo was still good overall. So for the playmaking, I don't even know how many. It says I have 15 badges available. I think I had 19 and put ankle breaker to Hall of Fame, as you can see on the screen, but I don't know exactly how many badges you start off with. But ankle breaker honestly is kind of like a must as well, only because I know everybody sees Steph Curry break ankles, then does like a fancy ass jump shot, especially when he broke Chris Paul's ankles with that double behind the back. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. He breaks ankles left and right, so ankle breaker should at least be on gold or Hall of Fame. And then needle threader, obviously he makes some tough ass passes, so that should at least, you should actually put that on silver. I wouldn't recommend gold, but at least it should be on silver. And then stop and go, you don't really need that. And that's really all for these badges. The rest of them, it's not that serious, but I do recommend you guys can pick the rest of the badges, but ankle breaker really is a must, and then needle threader is a must as well. And for personal preference, I just put tight handles and unpluckable. You can see I'm about to pick that on the screen. Those are other two badges that I recommend, but you don't really need those, because he gets the ball stolen from him sometimes, so that's not really a must. The rest of these badges you guys can just pick on your own. And I'm not going to talk too much about the badges right now, because the two main badge categories are his playmaking and the shooting category, and I'm basically done with that. So if you guys also want to hoop with me on 2K20 and come up with me this year, add my Xbox Gamertag at underrated2K. And I'm only saying this because in 2K19 I literally had no squad to run with, and my record was still godly, and I was literally making videos having good gameplay with random ass people. So this time for this year, I want to play with some subscribers. So if you have an Xbox, add me at underrated2K. Or if you have a PS4, because I am getting 2K20 on the PS4 as well, my name is underrated2K as well. So literally, if you actually want to play with me in 2K20, because I will be playing with other YouTubers as well, and we might need a third when we actually play threes, literally just hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, but I don't really use my Instagram, so I recommend hitting up my Twitter on the top of the screen right there and just DMing me. And my DMs are actually flooded, so if I don't respond to you, you can literally spam me the next day or the day after, and I might actually see it, but my DMs are literally flooded now. Lately it's been going crazy. But these badges right here, the finishing badges, like I said, these really don't matter. It's really just the shooting and the playmaking badges, and really it's just the attribute caps that you really need to copy if you want to be similar to Steph Curry. Because at the end of the day, even after you pick these badges, you're still gonna have to grind and get those badges. You're not just gonna automatically have those badges. These just are the badges that you're gonna actually potential have once you actually grind it. So what I mean by that is, if you pick like Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame, you're still gonna have to grind the Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame. You're not just gonna start off with the Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker badge. You're still gonna have to grind the badge. Personally, I don't know how all of that works. I don't know if you're gonna have to use My Career for that. I don't know if you can play Park for that, which I'm pretty sure you can get Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker any way you want. So if you wanted to get it during Park, you could play Park games and get Ankle Breaker Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure you don't have to play My Career for that, which is a plus this year. And I also did hear that overall is based on your win percentage. Personally, I don't know that 100%. That's what I heard on Twitter today, so don't quote me on that. But the higher your win percentage in Park, the higher your overall will be. And I also heard, obviously, that Road to 99 wasn't in 2K20. A lot of you guys should already know that by now. So that actually makes sense. The more games you win, then the higher your overall, and you could actually rank up from that. And I don't know if that counts as winning in My Career as well. Personally, I don't know any of that, which if it did count like that, then a lot of people would be boosting and just putting the difficulty to like rookie. But don't quote me on that. That's just what I read as of today. And there's a lot of news that's going to be coming out lately, so just stay tuned for all of that. But that's basically this whole Steph Curry build right here. I know I was talking about a lot and I wasn't specifically talking about the build, but you guys saw exactly how I made it on the screen. And like I said, the most important part is the attribute caps. So once you get that, the badges don't really matter as much. But that's really all I have for you guys with this video. So if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want me to make like Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, just comment down below and I will figure out how to make those players. And keep in mind, you only can make 6 players, alright? It took me like 3 tries to actually make this player, so I do have a couple more tries, but I will find those players for you guys if you want me to. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys with this one, and I'm out. Peace.